Hello and welcome to another Process Love Candy. My name is Mark Sheard. You can find me on Instagram at Sheardo, and this is a time-lapse demonstration of my work. Today's piece of love candy is drawn in Procreate, and it features a moment from the time-loved classic that is Aladdin. I'm a big fan of this film. I grew up watching it many times as a child. I had a poster from the old VHS shop that I had up in my room, and now my daughter has it up in her room. It is on its last legs now, but it'll be a sad day when that one finally goes. I'd started off this drawing with a clear intention of what I wanted to do. I'd already created a series of thumbnails to work out what moment from this film I wanted to portray and how I wanted it to look. So I was able to get straight into the sketch and without much messing around with the roughs. When it comes to some of the characters though, you always need to go back. So even though Aladdin came out slap bang quick, Jasmine has taken me a little bit more work to develop and get correct. I wanted to do this little moment because it always captured my imagination, and it is kind of like the moment that sets the seed. This is the precise moment just before they touch for the first time. Aladdin's leading her on the journey, and Princess Jasmine is going along for the ride because she wants something better. Is it better though, or is it just different? I don't know. So you'll notice that I've been drawing in white on a dark blue background. I always like to use a little bit of colour in my drawings rather than the same old black and white. But I'm happy with my sketch now, so I'm blocking out the base colours, going for darker skin tones, and just to really make the other colours really pop. I've used a clipping mask for the magic carpet, and that way I don't have to worry about the edges. I have to do a fair bit of research to get that pattern correct. You know, you've always got to make sure elements are right, so getting reference is very important. When artists work from their imagination, that's good and all, but really you should be getting reference for everything wherever you can. Putting a little bit of detail in the background now. I'm not doing too much in this background. I'm going to keep it quite simple, but still need to do some elements. I've got my texture going on that balcony there and adding stars in here. I'm really trying to capture the Milky Way, so you notice most of the stars will just do a simple beam just across the sky. This group of starring also helps connect the two characters as they're practically at a level playing field. Those stars will connect those characters in a straight line across from one to the other. I'll just pause it here for a moment just to show you the silhouette of this one. Now it's quite a simple silhouette, as you know, there's not much to it, but it's very clear as to what's going on, who's who, and where we are. From the gestures of the hands, you can clearly see what's going on. Aladdin's hand is strong and reaching down, whereas Princess Jasmine's hand is a bit more tender and lighter to the touch. I've intentionally given a direction of flow to this drawing. Most of this drawing, the composition has a diagonal crossbeam to it. And this is separating, you can see from the shoulders to the arms, it's sending a directional, just a straight, clear-cut diagonal line straight through this drawing. But then the main details gives a curve flow. And this creates 4 separate quadrants. We have Aladdin in the top right, Jasmine in the bottom left, and then in the other 2 areas you have a nice clear amount of negative space. And that helps the drawing breathe and adds to the rhythm and gives off a nice calming energy to the piece. Back now to the drawing. Now I'm adding the shadows and highlights. I always start with a semi-hard edge brush. When I'm doing my shadows, I like to have a bit of texture, so I've created my own textured ink brushes, and then I go back over it with a soft edge airbrushed eraser to give the fall off for the shadows. Because the shadows will, anything that's close to a light source or an edge will give a sharper angle. Anything that tapers off quickly will give a sharper angle, but then if you want something to be smooth and rounded, then you have to give it a more softer finish to it. Playing around now with more lighter edges. In the end, I'm very happy with this drawing. I think it's come out great. The colours are so bright and vibrant. I don't normally work this bright, but due to the nature of this film, this is a bright film, so I really wanted to encapsulate that brightness, and I think it's really turned out for the better. I really hope you enjoyed this piece of pop culture love candy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, add a like, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the sunshine.